The Real Alcázar of Seville. This is one of Seville's top tourist attractions, and in this video I'll show you everything bad about visiting this place. That said, it is well worth visiting, as it really is spectacular, but you need to consider a few things before you go, so you can decide how best to make the most of your visit. So I'll go through everything we thought was bad about the Real Alcázar of Seville in this video, and I'll have another video on my channel about everything good about the Alcázar. So let's start off before you even enter the palace complex. Tickets. There's no point in trying to buy a ticket at the entrance because of two things. You won't be able to get to the ticket office and it'll likely be sold out. I'll get on to why in a minute. So you need to buy your tickets online. It's a fairly easy purchasing system, so no complaints there. However, it is quite pricey at €14.50, correct at time of recording. You could argue that it's well worth that price, but there's a much worse thing which this page highlights. So I've picked a random date with good availability, and here you'll see seats available. There's no actual seating. What this actually means is that there are over 300 tickets available for this time slot. And if you look to the left, you'll see time slots are every 30 minutes. It's almost always sold out as well, even during the off-season, so this means more than 600 people are entering into the Alcázar every hour, and that's going to become a really big problem later on. So book your tickets way in advance and expect a lot of crowds when you visit. And that brings me on to my next bad thing, trying to get into the palace, even if you have a ticket. Don't expect to see the entrance like this image on Google Street View. This is what it will look like. Hundreds of people queuing to get in, and there's a strange multi-queue system in operation, which means that you can easily be standing in the wrong queue and then have to queue again when you get to the front. Expect to be standing here for more than 30 minutes. Once you get inside, there's another chance for disappointment: audio guides. If you want an audio guide to the Alcázar of Seville, then don't expect to get something like this. You'll get encouraged to queue again, to be told to download this RT Max app on your phone for an additional €7. This app currently has a rating of 1.2 on the App Store. My advice is to skip this and head on into the Alcázar. You can also scan QR codes in each main room anyway to get some information, although that didn't work so well for us either. Now we come to the biggest issue when visiting the Alcázar of Seville, just the sheer number of visitors. Remember when we saw that more than 600 people an hour enter into the palace? Well, it really starts to feel that way when you go around the grounds. Tour groups swamp rooms and you sometimes just can't move. There's so many people in here, far too many. And this is having an effect on the palace itself, where it's just getting worn out and looks like the staff are having issues keeping it up to standard. Here we see once lovely flower beds now just weeds. Dirty green water in some of the ponds, and filthy unkept walls. Repairs are being made, but it feels like they're just not able to keep on top of it. And another issue with the sheer volume of people is the toilet facilities. We only found one toilet block in the whole area, and it was tiny. This is meant to serve 600 visitors per hour. It was quite incredible, and as the day wore on, quite disgusting. Right beside it is the cafe, where the heroic staff do their best to cater for the hundreds of people. Now sure, the setting is really nice, but the prices are quite high too, and considering you're not allowed to bring food into the palace grounds, you have no other option if you're hungry. Google reviews will tell you more about it, and again be prepared to queue. This odd looking overgrown thing is actually the only hydraulic organ in Spain, built in the 17th century. There's only 4 of these in the whole world, so you'd think it might be cared for a little better. It does play its tune, but not in the hour as it's meant to, rather around 10 past the hour, so if you want to hear it, stick around after the hour. But that all said, there's much to enjoy here and I would still recommend you visit when in Seville. Just be aware of what to expect and enjoy your visit. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out my video about what's to like about the Alcázar of Seville. I'll put a link on screen to it now and I'll see you over there. See ya!